And I can go ahead and start just one of the things, like my biggest reflection on this group. So Michelle, Allison, and I brainstormed this group in Punta Cana, and the three of us are leading this group. But it's been amazing to be a challenger and to go through this mind shift with you all at the same time. Kind of like Michelle said, this challenge this week was something that I hadn't thought about in the past, like really writing that letter to my old self, but it was incredibly powerful to do that. And I think that really helps with when we're speaking to our market and everything, because we should be speaking to the person that we were before Beachbody and talking about how Beachbody has changed our life and that solution. So with that being said, I think the success that comes from this is just really being more confident in myself as a coach and being more confident in where I'm going as a coach. And I think the struggle, like, I don't remember feeling this last year or the year before, but summer is kicking me in my butt. Like, I need to be very, very intentional. And my goal is to have like 4 to 6 hours of business time a week. And to be honest with you, I'm lucky to get like 2.5 hours, three, if I'm super, super lucky. So just that struggle is not enough time with the craziness of summer.
Thanks, Nina. I can go really quick too. I think, yeah, just like Nina said, plugging into this group just as much as all of you, even though we are leading it. I have really enjoyed these assignments because I haven't necessarily done all of these, and it's actually funny. So like the mind shift came from Chris Downing, and like he just really speaks to you. And if you could just mute yourself. There we go. So Chris Downing, yeah, talked about the whole mind shift, and that's kind of where this group stemmed from. And actually, he talked about it in a call recently about writing a letter to yourself. And he talked about writing a letter again. I was able to go to Canton, Ohio and work out with him. And he talked about that again, writing a letter to yourself. So it was kind of cool that that was like part of the assignment this week. But as far as something that I've struggled with, recently, but I've been able to make the shift during this group, is kind of struggling with feeling like I'm stuck because I'm, I was a 3-star going into Summit last year, and we are a 3-star Diamond team going into Summit this year. And I think that like I felt like I was stuck, but yet so Scotty in his video talked about having a fixed mindset or growth mindset. And I think that I was, getting a little bit too stuck with that fixed mindset rather than growth mindset, because when I look at our team and how much we have grown as a team and how much I have grown, like, and I'm talking like personally, mentally, making those shifts, like how much we have grown has been tremendous. And, the actions that I've done, the effort that I put in, the personal development that I've done, I think that like has been tremendous, and I'm proud of that. So I've been able to make that shift personally. And I am like right there with Nina. I was going to say, so that's a struggle turned into success, but like struggling with like time management has been tricky right now as well, with like the kids' schedule having no structure. So I'm a very structured person, and I don't have it right now. So I'm working on that. Who else would like to go?
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and go. And I'm going to just follow right behind you two. And I feel exactly like you guys as far as the growth from this group and the fixed mindset versus growth mindset. I don't know if you guys, can you turn the TV down for 1 second? And just the fact that I have been a 1-star for a really long time, and I'm qualifying now for 2, but really it's my team. So the success that I have going on right now is, honestly, I have new coaches that are have given me a lot of positive energy that have kind of like reignited a lot of passion. So I'm really excited about that. And I actually just got off of a call right before this one with Michelle, and I have been struggling with planning. I've also been struggling with systems right now. just because medically I haven't been feeling well since coming back from Punta Cana, and the system that I had in place that I was doing so great, I couldn't use anymore. And business has not been the same since then. And I know it's because of tracking and follow-ups, and I feel all over the place. So just want to thank Michelle. I know she's on the call right now, for taking the time. And summer with the kids, crazy schedules. I'm a routine person, and I really just need to get my schedule in order, and also give grace for the times when it's not, because that's the hardest thing, is putting yourself down.
Awesome, Allison. Thank you. Diana, you want to go?
Sure. I'm going to kind of go along with everybody else, where the biggest struggle right now for me, I'm a principal, and it was our first final week, and I totally underestimated kind of the craziness of the end of the school year. And so I feel as though I just haven't even gotten my full power hour. I do feel a little scattered. But the good news is I have felt more empowered to do like power chunks, as opposed to what I used to be able to do, which was the power hour. So that was a big shift for me. I could do a full power hour in my previous job. This just wasn't the case. So I am shifting that. And yeah, I hope to see a lot more success over the next couple weeks.
I love that. And congratulations on finishing up your very first year. That's very exciting.
Thank you.
All right. Who else wants to? Amy? Okay. Amy, did you raise your hand? I couldn't see. You're muted.
I did raise my hand. So this is Lily. Lily wanted to join us. She should be in bed, but she's not. The Mountain Shift has been great. I've really enjoyed doing the challenges, but I am a routine person too. And since the kids have been home, getting that targeted chunk of time in has been hard. And I feel guilty working when they're home watching TV, but I don't want to get up at 4:30 in the morning to do it, because I was watching a lot of playoff hockey, so I was up really late. So I'm just trying to like balance it all and just get the work in, so I'm not up super late trying to like scramble to get connections and invites and all of the things I need to do.
How about your success?
I just keep connecting with people. I keep reaching out. I keep sending out messages to people that aren't necessarily in my super warm market. They're people I know, but I haven't talked to in a long time. So I've helped 3 people this month, so that's good. And we're just working on helping some more. I've got lots of feelers out there, people on the fence. I've got 10 no's, so we're getting it done, I guess. We're just doing it every day.
Awesome. Yeah. Even though we're done with that Go for No challenge last week, definitely still keep filling in your nose. I know I have my bubbles and I keep filling them in. All right. Who wants to chime in next? Go ahead, Heather, and then Nicole.
Just since we're talking about Go for No, that has been a huge mind shift for me. I was terrified of no's before. I took every single one personally. So the Go for No challenge was huge for me. And even just since we've started this Mind Shift group, I started out the business as a success starter. And then I had a number of months in a row where I didn't get a single Success Club point. And then in the last 2 months, I've started getting Success Club points again. So that's been huge since we started this group. And I think that it's my mindset shift that is letting me reach out more, and it's attracting more people to me. Whereas before I was sort of felt like I was doing everything I should be doing, but maybe my mindset wasn't in the right place, so I wasn't. So that was sort of a struggle that this has helped me with a lot. And it's sort of turned into a success, which is awesome.
That's awesome to hear, Heather. Great job. Go ahead, Nicole.
So for me, my struggle has been the same thing, like as what everyone else has been talking about. The shift between now I don't really have to get up early, like at the crack of dawn, like it was when my son was in school. I knew, okay, I need to get up extra early so that I can get this and this done. And now it's like, well, I have all day. So that's more of like this like procrastinating mindset, where rather than, in my mind, I know I can prolong it, but then I keep prolonging it and then it just doesn't get done. And that's really for just like checking in with our groups. But I have been connecting and messaging people and working really hard on just really being attentive to my challengers that I have and helping them kind of stick to the process and trying to be not a pushy coach, but I really want to make sure that it's not just they bought their program or their package and then they don't have me. I want, I've been checking in and making sure that, or asking them, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to hold you accountable to this? Because they'll say, yeah, I want to do this. And then they don't participate in the group. So I feel like as a coach for them, I've been really good, but sometimes for me, business wise and sticking in with our groups and stuff, I've been MIA. So that's my success and not success.
I will say, Nicole, though, that you have like very much, I mean, she and I talked and she mentioned that she was really behind in Mindshift and she really has gone above and beyond and really caught up in there. So a lot of people could have just said like, forget about it, I'm too far behind, I'm going to quit now, but you didn't. So I think that that's pretty awesome for you.
Thank you. I would see stuff and I was like, man, I want to go back. I would see things when I didn't have time. And then I was like, I need to go back and watch that. And especially when I think it was the third week was about like organizing and time management. And I was like, oh, I need to look at this because that was like down my alley. But but I'm glad I did. I just sat down and it was one night. I was like, I'm not leaving this desk until I am caught up. It's happening.
And I love how you said, like, man, I should have been watching these videos because they're so good and they're like getting me out of my funk and stuff. So if you are behind and haven't caught up, like use Nicole as your inspiration and get caught up. And, because the calls really have been great. The assignments have been really great. So it's definitely worth it for you, for your business.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Someone else want to go? Go ahead, Michelle. Did you raise your hand, Michelle?
No, I threw food out the car. I'm multitasking. No, I'll go because we're about to go to Taylor's baseball game. So we're hanging out in the car. But I want to first just thank you guys for putting this together. Having corporate involved in it has been amazing. So just thank you for your time and energy putting it together. No, don't need that, please. I would say a strength is, or something that's going well, is just my energy. I'm at a place where I feel balanced in all areas of my life, my nutrition, my business, my family, and it just comes across in my team, and my challengers are just doing awesome this month. And so I truly do feel that mind shift and just that reminder that we do, like, everything I don't know, how do I say this? Like, nothing we've done in the group so far has been, like, you've given me anything, like, all within. I am capable of being a successful business owner and taking care of kids and the family and whatnot. So just that boost of confidence, I want to thank you for. Give that back to your brother, please. I think a struggle, I guess, is still finding those like-minded business ready to like go after it, where they just start running and I have to keep up with them. That's what I want. That's what our team needs. But I think making that shift of, instead of looking for people to motivate, find those motivated people to come and join me. And I feel as my energy portrays that, and that the confidence of, you need to be on my team, not asking people and begging people. I think that will come over time. So.
Thanks, Michelle, for sharing. I love that. I totally agree about you beaming with confidence too, and those people being attracted to you. I think that's like a mind shift rather than us trying to find those people shifting, and those people are going to find us that with that confidence. So I love that. Okay, I saw Megan and Brittany had their hands up too. Megan, do you want to go first, then Brittany?
Okay, I missed the beginning, but struggle and strength, right? Since the beginning, since the group started?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that my goals when we first started were to work on my business, to get to Diamond, and then a personal goal to have more confidence in myself because of just having a baby and just all that. So the first couple of weeks I've been really focusing on my business, and the scheduling thing was great. I've been reading the 12-week year and just really finding those time slots that everybody's been talking about, to get I'm figuring it out with the kids home and just getting that done. And then on Friday, I had this horrific, to me, it was this horrific, awful results from Insanity Max 30 where I gained weight and I was so disappointed. So that, and then I did 3-day refresh right after, and I just shared all that, and it's just it's helped me grow so much in my personal goal. So sharing that has been so positive. People reaching out, me just digging deep and starting at the basics, writing down my food and writing down, just going back to basics and working on myself. So that's been really good for me, and sharing that, and it's coming out in my challengers and just everybody out in general. So I feel things are coming together in that sense. I'm finally making the shift together, my personal goal and my business goal. A struggle, I guess, would just be, I wanted to post about coaching every day as part of my goal, to get to my goal, and I'm struggling with that. And connecting with my coaches, I want to be more connected to coaches I have, and finding new coaches. So that is my struggle. Did I just ramble a lot? I don't know. Sorry.
No, it's perfect. But I think that I love your goal. I know we've talked about it with sharing coaching more, and I think that's an excellent goal, and I think that will help with, you finding more coaches to join you as well. I know we did this as a team, but do you remember we wrote down all of the things that, all the benefits of coaching that have come to us with, that we've gotten from coaching, and the rewards. And you can, if you write all of those down, you can use those in little bits to share coaching. It'll give you, if you write things down, it's going to give you ideas. So you're not just every day, okay, what am I going to talk about today as far as sharing the coaching opportunity?
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you have things written down, that's
it. Got it. Thanks.
Okay, Brittany, go ahead.
Can you hear me? I haven't used audio in this for a while, so.
We can hear you.
Okay, great. So my success has kind of come from my struggle, and it really was just today that it kind of hit me. So I've really been struggling the past 2 weeks. I've been behind on the Mind Shift Challenge, and kind of just bit off a little more than I could chew this month with, I started my own challenge group for people that are getting ready for weddings, because I myself am getting ready for a wedding. And then also doing, the group challenge, and then the Mind Shift Challenge. It's just been a lot for me. And then I started a new job last Monday in Philadelphia at an office. And so to take the train in every day, go to work for, all that time, and then come back, it's just been draining on my body. And I just have not been motivated at all, and just kind of worn down from it. And so I made my business a second priority, which really just was not a good mindset to be in. And then today when I was on the train, my intent was to do personal development on the train and everything like that, but that hasn't been happening because I've just been so tired. But I listened to the wake up call from this week, and it was really just inspiring to me to show up regardless, just to put in that extra effort to make the decision to show up. So that's what I'm doing going forward. I'm going to try to go back and watch some of those videos, like Nicole, you were saying, watch them all, whatever. I'm going to do that, and then just moving forward, try to be consistent in my challenge groups and then in this group as well. So it's been a good shift today, just having that wake up call of, all right, I've been in this new job for 2 weeks now, and how can I manage my time? How can I manage my energy and things like that?
I think that national wake up call is like really good for what you're going through, Brittany. So I'm glad you mentioned it. It was a really good call if you have not listened to it yet this week. All right, I know we have a few more people, and I won't. Okay, go ahead, Linda.
Do we have time? I don't want to keep us.
We absolutely have time. I just was going to say I'm not going to like force anyone to do it, but
Okay.
obviously I want to encourage everyone to do it, but that was what I was going to say next.
Okay. So my struggle, I'm finding that I'm really, really struggling with finding the passion in my day job. I've been doing it for 25 years and I've always loved it, but lately it's just been, I've been seeing things going downhill and people there, they have negative attitudes and all this stuff. So I find myself not wanting to be there because I know I have another place to be, but I'm not ready to leave that. So I find myself really struggling to find that passion and to just be happy doing what I'm doing, because I know I'm going to have to do it for several more years before I can totally walk away from it. So that's my big struggle. Since we've been doing this group, I really found that I have really concentrated on my power hour, really just focusing on, you know, doing my connections, my invites, those, just talking with people is a lot better than what it used to be. So this group has really helped with that.
That's great to hear. Linda, I can totally relate to, I struggled with like a negative environment and negative people and stuff with my job, just because of cuts and movement and crazy stuff going on. And I feel like I use coaching as like my outlet, my positive outlet. And I dove into personal development and focused on helping people and the lives I was changing. And that is what got me through those times. So if you can use coaching as, you know, your positive light right now through that difficult time, you know, because I mean, ultimately I still loved what I did, but like you said, the negativity and the people and the environment, just the things that were going on. I was a teacher, and but that, like I said, I just tried to use coaching as that positive part of my life.
And just to jump in real quick, Linda, I'll reach out to you too, because that's exactly kind of my story as well. And I don't want you to think that you have to continue doing it for a few more years, because things can drastically change in this business and it can happen a lot faster than a few more years. So I'll reach out to you and we'll kind of chat and brainstorm some things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, does anyone else want to go? Anyone else? I know there are a few people that haven't shared yet, but like I said, I won't force you. Just encourage you if you want to. Anyone have any questions about like our assignments this week? I know some people, obviously the letters have been coming in and they have been amazing. Like read everyone's letter, because those are pretty inspiring. And a couple of you have done the avatars, which is awesome. So you guys are like right on track with that. I know there were some questions with that, but if you have any questions, you can ask now. Anything at all? No? Okay, Nina and Allison, do you have anything to chime in before we get off?
I don't think so. I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks, like pushing even harder than we are and going into Summit stronger than ever. I think something that I'm doing too, just to kind of share, is it's crazy, but July 1st is going to be halfway through the year. And something that I was talking to a few of my coaches, I personally am not really happy with the first 6 months of the year. So I'm looking at July 1st as my like new January 1st, and I want to have like massive action and accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish in this year in those next 6 months. So I don't know, like I think anything's possible, and it's just kind of being in that right frame of mind and giving it your all and always leading like with the heart. So
yeah, and I want to mention we keep talking about Summit, and the whole idea behind this group was leading up to Summit. But I know a ton of you on here are going to Summit, but please make sure you know, if you are not going to Summit, your momentum going into Summit is still huge, and you can still experience Summit from your home, and you can take advantage of Coach Summit happening in New Orleans even when you are at home. So keep that in mind. I know for my team, I'm going to talk about that with you guys on our next team call. And I even talked to my corporate rep, and it looks like they are going to be trying to provide the Summit experience through the Beachbody Champions page too, which will be really awesome. So, and I have some ideas that, you know, I can brainstorm with Nina and Allison too that we can share. But I think that that's important to know, that even if you're not going, you can still have like such a huge momentum, and your business can really drive forward even if you are not physically there. So keep that in mind. We have this week, finishing up with our niche market, you know, working on those avatars in our letters. We have inviting challengers and coaches, strengths and weaknesses and personal development, and then resources and tools. And we are finishing up. So let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep participating. If you have any questions, let me know. Lily, what are you laughing about over there? All right. Anything else? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, Michelle, for leading the call.
No problem. And if anyone that was on the call and you would rather just maybe share in the group, feel free to do so. That would be awesome. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.